Welcome to another Monday Music Minute. I'm Eric Gill with St. Lucie County's Communications Division.
He is, and I am Mark Freed from the St. Lucie County Library System.
And each week we come on the show and we tell you our favorite finds on Freegal and Hoopla, which are two services that allow you to stream and download music. All you need is a valid St. Lucie County Library card, a device to do so, and an internet connection. So, Mark, what have you been downloading or listening to?
Tim Armstrong, aka Tim Time Bomb, is one of the cornerstone members of the LA, California punk movement in the 1990s. He became a punk convert after seeing The Clash open for The Who in his hometown of Oakland, California in 1982, and that must have been a show. He would soon become enamored by the British ska revival of the 80s and became a member of the short-lived but highly influential band Operation Ivy, which was the biggest band probably to come out of the 924 Gilman Street movement in San Francisco Bay Area. That is until Green Day. The band broke up after only one album. Next came his band Rancid, which scored hits with songs such as Time Bomb and Ruby Soho. Armstrong went on to launch Hellcat Records, which was distributed by Epitaph Records, who we've talked about in other episodes. They released materials from artists that included Joe Strummer and the Dropkick Murphys, to name a few. In between all this, he also worked with a wide range of artists, including Pink, reggae great Jimmy Cliff, and Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. Armstrong's latest, and no relation by the way, his latest project was the Tim Time Bomb collection. He began an ongoing release of singles that numbered around 100 or so, as well as a collective album of other songs. These were a release of mixes of older songs he had done, reworks, and cover songs, as well as a bunch of new music. Tim Time Bomb can be found on Freegal. Sadly, Rancid and his other work is not there. Yeah. What do you got?
Well, you have to be a level 10 mutant to have the kind of talent to get yourself in both the Marvel and Star Wars multiverses. Then on top of that, you drop some killer hip hop albums that are somewhere between Prince, the Wu-Tang, and Andre 3000's solo flute record. I'm talking about Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. Now, I'm not sure how I slept on his 2013 album Because of the Internet, which you can find on Freegal. This release features 19 tracks that sound like they were created by rogue artificial intelligence from the oldest computer on Earth, with guest spots from Chance the Rapper and Azealia Banks. Now, while I dig his odd cadence and flow, I love the casual pop cultural references that he mixes in and out of his songs. I just wish we could get the Troy and Abed in the morning back on TV. That does it for this week's Monday Music Minute.
See you next Monday.